What's up, Key Issues? Garrick here, and today I have a pretty straightforward video for you. Obviously, massive spoilers are ahead, but if you didn't want to see spoilers, then you wouldn't have clicked on the thumbnail in the first place. A lot of people died in Infinity War, and by a lot, I mean half of all sentient life in the universe. And of course, some of our heroes were part of that half. I'm going to recap who died, who survived, and go over where they are now and some small theories of where they could end up. So let's start off with the original 6. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to become legendary so you don't miss any Key Issues content, and let us know if there's any legends down in the chat. Captain America, Black Widow, the Hulk, and Thor are all alive in Wakanda after the final battle with Thanos. Iron Man is also alive but stranded with a nasty stab wound on Titan with Nebula, one of the 2 surviving members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. So these 2 have to find their way back to Earth somehow, but I think that's a pretty simple solution. Star-Lord's ship is on Titan, and they can use that to get back to Earth without much trouble. Hawkeye is the last of the original 6, and his whereabouts are unknown. We did see Nick Fury mention him in the post-credit scene, but we didn't see him die on screen, so it's safe to assume that since the other founding members are still alive, that he wasn't killed off-screen, and that he will join them in the next film. If you'd like to see a more in-depth theory about where Hawkeye, Ant-Man, and the Wasp are, then you can click the card. Now on to the new Avengers. The Falcon, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange, and Black Panther all died to the Infinity Gauntlet. Vision was killed by Thanos the old-fashioned way, by having his mind ripped from his head. But we think that Vision will be resurrected in Wakanda by Tony, Bruce, Shuri, and Rocket Raccoon. For our full theory on how Vision returns, click the card. And speaking of Shuri, we didn't see her die on screen or evaporate during the wipe, so we believe that she did survive. Rhodey, aka War Machine, Okoye, and M'Baku also survived and are all in Wakanda with the Avengers. I was pretty clear earlier, but I want to reiterate that all of the Guardians of the Galaxy died except for Rocket Raccoon, who is in Wakanda, and Nebula, who is on Titan. So now let's move on to the Asgardians. It's hard to say how many Asgardians really survived. Now you may be thinking, well, they all died, but no, Thor tells the Guardians that Thanos wiped out half of his people. But then Thanos blew the ship up with the Power Stone, so that's where you and I are both confused. So I'm not sure if there was a separate ship that Thanos had stored the other half of those Asgardians that survived, or what is really going on here. But Thor was very specific when he said that Thanos only killed half. That said, we know that Loki is dead by way of snapped neck, Heimdall died to a stab through the chest, Valkyrie, Korg, and Meek are unknown, but we also have a theory for that. So, you know the drill. Just click the card. Now for a few odds and ends. Pepper Potts' fate is unknown. The Collector is assumed dead, but we never saw his corpse, so there's no real confirmation. Wong was last seen guarding the New York City Sanctum, but we are not sure whether he survived the gauntlet. Secretary Ross is also unknown. Nick Fury and Maria Hill are both dead, and Thanos' entire Black Order were all killed. Proxima Midnight was killed by Scarlet Witch, Corvus Glaive was killed by Vision, Cull Obsidian was killed by Bruce Banner, and Ebony Maw was killed by Spider-Man and Iron Man. So that's it. Those are all the characters worth mentioning, I think. I mean, Hank Pym is out there somewhere, so I don't know if he survived. But if I missed anyone, let me know down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this video, and be sure to check out more videos like what happened to the Hulk in Infinity War, or the top 10 most powerful beings in the Marvel Cinematic Universe post-Infinity War. Both of those videos are on your screen now. Keep it locked into Key Issues, and remember the motto, it's comics over everything.